priming the pump, creatively speaking. So when we're feeling dry and lifeless, like in difficult situations like this, how do we tap into the refreshment of our own creativity? Today, in our last session, we are going to get back to the basics and do our ABCs. Hi, I'm Dr. K.P. McKee, founder and executive director of A Spacious Place, Creativity and Spirituality Center. As we do today's practice, we would love to hear from you. You can enter any questions or comments you have in the comment box in your mobile device or on your computer. And for this practice, you're just going to need a few supplies, some paper, a straight edge. If you have it, it doesn't have to even be a ruler. It could be the side of a notebook or a book. Something to draw with, some kind of pens, and then you want a pencil with an eraser. So if we recall back to the time that we were in school, and for some of us it might have been a few months ago, we might have been practicing writing our name different ways, trying different styles, different slants. And that's kind of the basis of a lot of graffiti letters, where we start with letters and then we kind of make them our own. So graffiti can be the art of letter making, and it could also be the art of some kind of imagery, often outside on some kind of a public space. But we are going to look at doing graffiti style letters today. So I'm going to walk you through just two real basic ones, because this is not about being a professional artist. This is about us getting in touch with our own creativity and letting that refresh us during these difficult days. So what you're going to do, and I used a gray pen with this, but that's just to mimic a pencil line so that you can see it a little better. And I started out with just one letter, the letter M from my last name, and I did that just in case there was a mirror effect, so we weren't working with letters backwards. So you want to start by making a letter, maybe start with the first letter of your name, and do it nice and wide so that you can work with it. And I used a ruler here, but you don't have to. You can freehand it if you prefer. Then from that, we are going to draw bubbles around every line, and they are going to overlap most likely with our pencil. We're still using our pencil here. After we've done that, then we're going to erase. We're going to draw around the outside line and erase all the inside lines. So now we have something that looks like something like a bubble letter, and you may have done some of this before. Then, if you want to make it look more three-dimensional, you can add some highlights, and this is the typical graffiti style of highlights for making these kinds of letters. And then if you want to go one extra step, you can think about what it would be like if you had the same shape behind and maybe a little below or above, and draw that line, and that's your shadow line. And then you can do dots to fill in here to accentuate that fact. And then if you want to do one more step, of course you can color this in if you want to do that. So that's one style of graffiti letter, and that's just one letter. You can obviously add more, but we're going to start with just the one for simplicity reasons. All right, so let's do the same thing again. We're going to start with the same letter, pencil again, but this time we are going to make boxes around each of the lines of a letter. And obviously I've done this with a ruler, but again, you can freehand this as well. So with your pencil and eraser. Now we're going to crown those. So I put some crowns, or you can think of them as arrows, on top of all of the points where the letter ends. And sometimes in graffiti you'll see that it goes way up high here or down low like that. If you have space, you can do that as well. Now we're going to erase all of the pencil lines inside here so that we have this outline. here, I skew the lines down and give them a little bit of attitude like this. And then dip the 3D in one color and the facing part in another color to make that stand out. You could also, if you were doing like a letter or a name for someone as a gift, inside the letters you could draw emojis or things that the person liked, or words, smaller words that tell you a little bit more about them, like we did with the word art last time. So that is our simple ABCs, and we hope that gets you into your own creative process, because you are creative and we need to all give ourselves opportunities to create, especially in hard times. So if you have found this helpful, we hope you will like it. And you can also rewatch it on YouTube, on Facebook, and on our website, www.aspaciousplace.com. Also on that website, there are options that we have available during the pandemic that you might want to check out. And we would love for you to post prayer on our prayer wall, too. So that is the end of this series. And if they would like to make us a picture of what they repeat. Yes, we would love to see that. If you have something, please, we'd like to see it. And if you give us permission and you'd like us to, we can post it on our website as well. On June 7th, we're beginning a new series, which is Pandemic Side Effects. So we're going to be looking at how we can take care of our emotional and spiritual needs during this difficult time. And I wanted to close with the prayer from the book The Artist's Way, which I would highly recommend as a way to connect with your creative soul. It's by Julia Cameron, and it's supposed to just take a few weeks to go through, but I found that it took me several months, and I'm glad I took my time with it. And the book closes with this prayer, so I thought it would be a great way for us to close this as well. O great Creator, we are gathered together in your name, that we may be of greater service to you and to our fellows. We offer ourselves to you as instruments. We open ourselves to your creativity in our lives. We surrender to you our old ideas. We welcome your new and more expansive ideas. We trust that you will lead us. We trust that you said to follow you. Know you created us, and that creativity is your nature and our own. We ask you to unfold our lives according to your plan, not our low self-worth. Help us to believe that it is not